Sharice's daughter came home from her father Dennis's house with a severe burn on her arm that required 6 skin graft surgeries. The girl wouldn't say what happened to her, but Sharice thinks that Dennis's girlfriend Virginia burnt her daughter. However, Virginia and Dennis both believe that Sharice is to blame for the burn and sent the child to their house in order for them to be accused. So you found out about the burn through Dennis, right?
Yes.
He called you and said, hey, our daughter's got
He texted me and said, I sent her over there, did I notice anything on her arm? And I'm like, no, nothing was wrong with her. Yeah. So he like, well, oh, she got a spider bite. So I'm like, well, put some peroxide on it or some alcohol, and when she get home...
I mean, can anybody look at that and say that's a spider bite?
That's what he told me.
I mean, if anything, that looks like a dog bit a huge chunk out of somebody's arm. You ask your daughter, honey, what happened to you, right?
She said, I was asleep on the floor and I woke up and my arm was like this. And I was like, well, baby, you can't just be asleep and wake up. Did you see anybody moving away from you or anything? So she's like, no. So I keep pressing her and pressing her. And she's like, well, mommy, I can't tell you because Virginia said that if I tell you, you won't let me come back and see my dad. So I'm like, well, did anybody do anything? So she's like, I can't tell you.
But don't you think that's unusual that your daughter wouldn't tell you somebody did this to her?
No, I don't think it's unusual. I don't think it's unusual because she loved her dad. And if she know that, I'll be like, you can't go over there. Something happened to you, you can't go over there.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about, this isn't a slap on the butt, a slap on the face. This is physical torture. When you get burned, that's physical torture. And
it is.
I gotta imagine the pain. Like, first of all, she didn't wake up and, oh, I discovered this on my arm. That is not how that happened.
Right.
I mean, she wasn't sleeping in a fire pit, was she?
No.
Okay, so
I don't think,
she's laying on the floor, sleeping, you know, how did this horrific burn happen, okay? I do find it unusual because she hasn't told Dennis either, right?
No.
So I'm sure the father says, hey, honey, how did you burn yourself? You have said, what happened? What child who gets horrifically burned won't say something?
She loved her dad.
That I'm trying to figure out. Your daughter ever tell anyone else how the burn occurred?
She told my family member how it happened.
How did she say it happened?
She told my family member to promise not to tell me, and that it was some curlers that go on the stove. Virginia burnt her with some curlers on the stove and asked her, oh, do it hurt? And
do you believe that story?
I do.
Okay. Virginia says that you threatened her before and showed up at her house with a hammer.
I did. I did. She talked that trash to me. Yeah. And don't be talking that trash to me.
So when you talk trash, it's hammer time. Now, if Virginia fails, obviously, you're going to go back and report this to Child Protection Services.
I definitely am.
Okay. And you would like to see her go to prison.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this. Whoever did this, they deserve to go to prison.
They do.
Let's meet Virginia.
I'm just confused on how you brought it up that I burned her. I hope. I know for a fact I didn't burn your baby. You better hope that your story is true, and I hope you figure out who did burn her. Because as a parent, it's very irresponsible to not know what happened to your child.
We already know.
We already know what?
We already know.
If we already knew, I wouldn't be here.
We already know.
I called the show. Did I call or did you call?
I was.
So you evidently wasn't concerned enough about what was going on with your child to get to the bottom of it.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
We are, and then let's address the issue with you coming to my house at 2 o'clock. I have 3 kids of my own.
Wait, how many months ago was that?
That was 2 years ago.
So,
May of 20.
So why you ain't address it then?
That happened in May of 2022.
Why didn't you address it then?
And the issue with that
why you ain't
is
address
she
it
came
then?
to my home.
When she came with the hammer?
Why you ain't address it then?
Not only did she come with a hammer, she had her daughter in the car with her at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Stop
she
lying.
tells her daughter.
Why did she come over at 2 o'clock in the morning?
We had gotten into like a verbal argument.
Yeah.
It was a lot of nasty words exchanged, and a lot of this is because Dennis goes back and forth. Like she just said, he expressed some of my personal information to her, which I was never comfortable with her knowing. So you can imagine this is not his first time doing that.
So there was allegations against you for abusing
one of your children. Yes, it was allegations prior from daughter, so I was maybe 20 years old. When I woke up in the morning, she had marks underneath her eyes and on her chin. I didn't know.
Like what kind of mark? Like black and blue or?
No, like black. So like, you know, if you scrape yourself when you fall on a bike and it heals over black, it looked like that.
Okay.
Mind you, like I said, the night prior when I
Did you cause those injuries?
No, I didn't at all. I actually woke up that morning. I reached out to the hospital immediately. I called an ambulance to the hospital.
And did you ever find out what caused those injuries?
No, I didn't. They indicated me, and I was not even there for that
Did they take
incident.
your children away?
Yeah, they did. They
For how
took my
long?
2 daughters at the time. It was a little over a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a little over a year. Mind you, I didn't do that, which is why I'm so sensitive to this case today, because I've already been put through the ringer and indicated for something that I did not do and lost my kids, so I'll be damned if they indicate me for somebody else's child.
Okay. So you didn't take a curling iron, put it on the little girl
Steve,
and say,
I don't even, let me tell you something.
Can you just answer the question?
Never.
Okay.
I do natural hairstyles. I done braided her daughter's hair over 15 times, never received a dime for it, never got any products provided, anything. I don't put heat to a child at all.
Right.
I asked you to do my baby hair.
You send her over with her hair looking tragic, and because my kids' hair stay done, I don't want her to go out and feel a type of way about how her hair looks, so I make sure it looks good.
Let's meet your ex, who you currently are with, Dennis.
Girl, you got
You twice my age out here acting ridiculous.
Day, girl.
Sharice, you a lie.
You got
everything you saying, you was a lie.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense at all.
Yeah.
I went and came and got my daughter the Saturday, the weekend of Veterans Weekend.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I got my daughter. By that Sunday, Monday.
She was at my house for less than 15 hours, Steve.
I've been with Virginia for 5 years. My daughter be with me. And before this happened, my daughter was with me every weekend. You can ask my family, anybody. My daughter was always with me, not you.
You got her name tattooed on your neck.
I was 20 years old when I met her.
Right. She was 35.
Right.
Disgusting.
Hey, take her off stage. Just walk off stage. Okay. Yeah. Sit down.
But I'm the immature one.
So I just want you to give all the young men out there thinking about putting a woman's name on their neck.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah, don't do that.
It ain't worth it. Put your mom there.
Okay. When I stated before you came out on stage, when I saw your daughters burn, I was a policeman. I saw a lot of terrible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard for me to look at, see your daughter burn like that.
Steve, I can literally sit here and say, when we first seen it, that picture ain't look like that.
Okay, and I believe that.
It
because
wasn't like
burns,
that at
if they
all.
happen in the beginning, they don't look as bad
When we
until
first seen it,
after.
when we first noticed it and seen it, half of it was like, I can say white or trying to heal, and the other half of it had a scab on it.
Did you cause the burn to your
No.
daughter? Okay. Do you think Sharice could have burned her own child?
Yes. Yes, this not, how can I put it? It's been many a times came with me with marks on her body.
Now,
from Sharice whooping her or beating her and stuff like that.
Now, she says that she got a letter from CPS saying she's in the clear, but you and Virginia are suspects.
My point exactly. So when all this came into play and everything happened, why isn't CPS doing no type of investigation on her or at her house? I sat there and provided them with so much information about. They didn't tell me nothing.
Okay. Isn't this very strange that she won't say? Because listen, I don't think in a million years she doesn't know what happened. Okay.
Correct.
She didn't wake up and, oh, I felt this on my shoulder. That didn't happen.
Right.
She didn't get it from laying on the floor.
Right.
That is a burn. Somebody deliberately did that to this little girl. You tell me as a father, how come she's not telling you?
To me,
Yeah.
what I know,
Your
and I know
dad.
my daughter,
She
she's
loves
not
you.
telling me because she's covering up for somebody.
Okay.
And she ain't covering up for Virginia.
Okay. Let's bring Sharice and Virginia back out one more time. You didn't burn your daughter?
No.
And Virginia, you didn't
Not
burn.
at all.
Okay. So, Sharice, you have an older daughter. It's not yours, but you have an older child. Her name's Takira. So before I bring your daughter out, you've had 2 other children that suffered burns.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
That is not a coincidence.
I was at work.
You lost a son to the burns.
I did.
From a pot of boiling water?
I did.
And your other daughter, she walks around with permanent scars.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see, like, is this
It's not a
coincidence or?
I was at work. They were with
Okay.
yeah.
All right, well, let's bring your daughter to Kyra out.
Yeah.
Fact, you burnt my little sister, Virginia.
Are you
Yes,
God?
I do.
Are you God?
Yes, I do.
Are you God?
I am God.
I am. You want to be. You want to be.
I am.
Y'all so pressed for me to do it. What is y'all gonna do?
And then for you to bring up me, and then for you to bring up my
I don't even know you.
Ain't got nothing to do with you.
I don't know you. I don't know your name. I don't know your establishment. I don't know your height, weight, size, class, none of that.
You were burned as a child.
Yes, I was.
A pot of boiling water fell on you?
Yes.
And your brother died of it?
Yes, my little brother did pass away.
Do you recover from your injuries? You still have scars, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. In this case, when we're talking about your younger sister, do you think there's any chance that your mother burned your sister?
No.
Okay. Who do you think burned your sister?
She was at Virginia House. Virginia did it.
You think Virginia did it?
I do.
Okay. Is there anybody, here's a chance to say, you know what, I accidentally burned a child, I got scared, and...
All this let me know if somebody on this stage did it, so I want to hear the results.
Yeah, me too.
So who was somebody, because I ain't take the right...
Virginia took a lie detector test.
Thank you. I did 2.
Yes, one was with your own child with the allegations in the past. I'm going to do that one first. Did you cause those rug burns on your daughter's face when she was a baby?
No.
You answered no. Did you physically abuse your daughter when she was a baby, causing a mark or a bruise? You answered no. Were you responsible for the injuries to your daughter's face when she was a baby? You answered no. The results to those 3 questions came back all the same, and it came back that Virginia told the truth. Then we go on to ask about Dennis's daughter. Did you cause that burn mark on your stepdaughter's arm in November of 2024?
No.
You answered no. Do you have direct knowledge about who burned your stepdaughter in November of 2024? You answered no. Are you concealing information about who burnt your stepdaughter?
Not at all.
You said no. Results came back all the same.
Truthful.
And they came back that Virginia told the truth.
Thank you.
Do you have direct knowledge about who burned your daughter in November of 2024? She answered no. Did you cause that burn mark on your daughter's arm in November of 2024? She answered no. The results came back the same to each of those 2 questions, and it came back that Sharice did not tell the truth. You lost a brother. You were burned. I'm not saying she caused it, but you know how horrific that must have been for you.
Correct. I still got to walk around with the scars.
Yes. And now your mother is on our show, which we don't know anybody. You come here, she called the show, we bring you on, we give lie detector tests.
Correct.
We stand by him. Your mother fails for burning your little sister.
That how I feel, I'm pissed off.
Yeah. What do you want to say to your mom?
You got me on national TV. We could have handled this at home.
You believe it?
Them lie detector tests ain't fake. They not fake.
Y'all got me.
It's not fake. Honestly,
y'all got me all the way.
And I apologize to both y'all.
And I never would have believed this.
You were standing up for your mom. There's nothing wrong with that.
I never would have believed this.
Listen.
I never would have believed this.
I
never would have believed it was like this.
I want to give you a
Give me a chance for what?
To tell the truth.
The truth? I didn't burn my baby.
Okay.
I didn't burn my baby.
But you're not, you failed
I didn't burn my baby. I don't care what that paper says. I don't care what that paper says. I didn't burn. I didn't burn my baby. I didn't burn my baby. And this show ain't right.
So what happened?
This show ain't right.
What happened?
No, hold on.
This show ain't right.
So what happened?
This show ain't right.
The show is
you
right.
Say what
you ain't right.
You burned your child.
I hope this eases the burden on you two. I hope they're really going to examine her and find out what happened to this little girl because she deserves justice.
They not.
does.
They not.
Well, I hope.
They not.
Who not what? Because I got y'all back.
Yeah, man.
I like
I have y'all back.
It's about the ball.
I gotta get my daughter.
Because it happened to me.
Like, I gotta
She
get
got
my
kids
daughter.
too.
I hope justice is done for your daughter. I wish you all luck. Anything we could do to help.
Please, thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for going out.
Milana claims she's doing everything she can to save her crumbling marriage, while her husband Anthony says their relationship has been anything but peaceful. He claims she has choked him and left him with cuts and bruises. But Milana says that Anthony is abusing himself to get her locked up so he can cheat. However, Anthony says this isn't the first time Milana has been caught in a lie after discovering that she faked a pregnancy to keep him around. Watch this. How do you feel about what he's saying?
I'm livid because he just sat up there and completely lied about the whole thing. Yes, I lied about being pregnant. I lied about being pregnant because he started off telling that lie. I seen him texting a family member of his saying that he was getting married and he was about to have a baby. He was telling them I was 3 months pregnant before I even told that lie.
Wait, he was lying that you were pregnant before you ever told him?
He started the lie of me being pregnant.
So then you said, I'm gonna run with that.
I ran with it because I seen how happy he was when he was telling them that I was pregnant.
You know this is a lie that's going to crumble.
It was, and I ran with it for 3 months, and I was wrong for that. And
how did he find out that you weren't pregnant?
He found out that I wasn't pregnant by me going to the bathroom. I was on my period. So he automatically knew that, hey, she's not pregnant. And the same time that I told him I was pregnant, I got a text message from his ex. And it was messages from him, and it was screenshot messages from him and her. They was planning dinner dates and movies. They was telling each other.
And how long had you been dating at this point?
Some months into our relationship. Yeah. This was before we even got married.
Okay. You got married really quick, right?
Yeah.
Did he tell you he married you because he thought you were pregnant?
No.
No. What happened? He told you some things last night in the hotel?
Yeah. He confessed that he was cheating, and he basically told me that it was because he felt some type of way. He was still hurt, and he was still holding the fake pregnancy over my head.
Until you came here, he denied that he cheated on you?
He denied it all the way up until we came here.
And then last night?
Yeah.
Were you intimate last night?
No.
How long have you been together?
We've been together a year. We've been married 4 months.
Okay, so this is everything is kind of recent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how is the relationship other than all the lying and cheating?
I mean, we It's up and down. It has some toxicity in there, but it haven't always been bad.
Do you cheat on him?
I have, at the beginning.
Why?
I cheated because I seen what he was doing in his phone. I was going through the phone.
So you said, I'm gonna get some too.
I seen that he was texting, he was going back and forth with his exes, so I mean, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it too.
Right.
And that's what it was.
And then you said, I love you, let's get married. He says that you slap him, you choke him, you get very violent with him.
I have never physically put my hand. I mean, we've tussled. I didn't snatch his phone. We tussled over the phone.
Right, but you're not squeezing your hands around his neck?
I had it on his, like when he was laying on the bed, I had my hand on his throat, but I never applied pressure. I never punched this man.
Wait a second. You put your hand on somebody's throat, but you didn't apply pressure.
I didn't choke him out like he's saying I choked him out.
What did you do with your hand?
I just put it on his throat.
Just real gentle, like a massage?
It was like, I can't demonstrate it, but I laid it on his throat.
I put my hand on people's throats too, and I was applying pressure.
I ain't never choked that man out.
Yeah.
If I choked him out, he would have been seeking medical attention.
Did you you got arrested though, right?
I got arrested. I was never in jail for 3 days.
But the police believed him.
I went to jail. He put me in jail the day after my daughter's birthday. He ruined my whole daughter's birthday. Like, I couldn't even spend time with my child because all he did was text my phone back and forth. I'm trying to enjoy my child's birthday, and that's ruined because all you want to do is argue because you guilty. You cheated, and I knew you cheated, but then you holding this baby situation over my head. I'm here because I want everybody to believe, to know the truth that I'm not just beating on this man. I'm not just.
You say that he puts the cuts and scratches and bruises on himself, right?
There was never no cuts, no scratches, no bruises, no nothing.
So there must have been something that the police locked up you instead of the man.
I tore up the house. I knocked the fan over. I dumped the ashtray over. And I took the mattress that we had on top of the other mattress, the styrofoam mattress. I pulled that off the bed.
But you didn't touch him?
I never touched him. We tussled, but I didn't choke him out. I didn't punch him. I didn't scratch him, none of that. I don't even have nails.
And be very emotional, but you say you love him and you want to stay in this marriage.
I want to fix it.
You want to fix it. Well, let's meet your husband, Anthony.
You are lying. For one thing, you lied and said that we were intimate last night. Yes, we was. We had sex last night.
You had.
And then you turn
had sex
around.
with me.
It don't make a difference
You had
if
sex
I had
with
sex
me.
with
You
you
had
or
sex
not.
with me.
And then you turn around and then you talk about the pregnancy, how you lied about the pregnancy. One thing you cannot do to
So
a man.
I lied about. You didn't start that lie. You didn't start the lie.
I told my cousin
start that
you
lie.
want a baby. How you think that person make the
started the
person
lie.
feel about a fake pregnancy? You going around telling your family, you telling your kids.
I
you
didn't tell
telling them,
nobody.
You got a brother and sister on the way, and then I try to step away to get some closure with it. You wouldn't even allow it. Only thing you kept saying, you're cheating, you're cheating, you cheating.
Because you was.
No,
Yes,
you would not allow me. You would not allow me to talk to you.
You was cheating at the beginning.
This is how you act.
You was cheating at the beginning.
So I will run. I ran off to talk to someone. My ex that don't act like you.
You was doing that before. Get out of here.
And then you turn around.
Get out of
and
here.
then you want to blame somebody else.
Okay.
You don't want one relationship. You don't want one man.
Yes, I did.
I did not you.
Yes, I did.
I did not you.
Okay. A couple things. The way you jump up in his face, I think you've been kicking this dude's ass.
She has.
Are you in love with her?
Yes, I do love her. There's a side to her that is loving. There's a side to her that...
But did you marry her because you thought she was pregnant?
No.
No.
That's
You were
a
going to
lie.
marry her regardless.
I was going to marry her regardless.
Why?
That's a lie.
Like, did you start... She said you started to lie about the pregnancy first.
No, I
did
didn't.
You
No.
didn't do that.
I told my cousin that I was getting married and that I
And I
wanted
was 3 months
and I wanted
pregnant.
another baby.
I was 3 months
That's
pregnant.
what I told my cousin.
You told me
And
I
I
was 3
wanted
months
another
pregnant.
baby.
Boy, come
You know
on.
what? My
You
kicker-
can't. I can't even prove it. So all he do is lie to make himself good.
I'm not feeling a lot of love. Mm-hmm. You guys have been married a year, and this is how you act towards each other.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's times where it's good days, but she don't allow me to heal.
What did she do to you?
Well, the day that she got arrested, like I said, she came into the room, boom, she took my phone, she took the fan, threw it on me, she took the ashtray and threw it on me. She jumped on me, she started choking me.
Put her hands around your throat.
Her hands around my neck. Boom.
She crush it? Could you breathe?
It was pressure.
It was pressure. She said she put no pressure.
Well, you could, I'm not saying she's a big girl, but just look, I'm a skinny man. And I'm laying down.
She's not a small woman.
Right. She about 203, and I'm like 170 pounds. And so I get her off of me. Boom, she grabbed my phone again, because the phone fell on the floor. She grabbed it and she threw it to the wall, put a little hole in the wall. Boom. She goes in the living room. She's pacing back and forth. She's acting crazy, and I'm telling her, you need to leave. I'm calling the police. Boom. She leaves. She comes back. She's going around. She's knocking all on the windows. I got the doors locked. She's knocking at the windows, trying to get in. She take a brick, go through the on the side of my where my garage is at. She threw the brick at the window, which it didn't bust the window. So I told her, hey, the police is on their way. I really didn't want her to go to jail. I just wanted her to really leave and calm down. But I knew the only way that I can get her to leave is calling the police.
But she waited for the police.
And she sat there and she waited for the police, and the police pulled up behind her, and they took her to jail.
How long was she in jail for?
She was in jail for 2 days, and I pawned my truck to get her out of jail.
You had to pawn your truck?
Yeah.
And then you posted her bail?
I posted her bail.
Did she go back to court, solve it, solve resolved?
Well, she went back to court, and I went to court with her, and I told the prosecutor that I did not want to file charges.
Yeah. And did you get your truck back?
Yep, I got my truck back.
Okay. She thinks while she was in jail that you cheated, did you?
Yes, I did. I cheated with her, with the woman that she accused me of talking to on the phone.
And why do you do that?
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
It was because, I know it's not right, but that was more on a revengeful thing.
All right, well, let's bring Milana back out. Okay. So, can we be honest here? I mean, you're not daintily placing your hand around his throat, right? No. You're trying to cause some harm there.
Right.
So, you're already in counseling. You guys fight all the time. There's a lot of cheating. There's domestic violence going on. Is this something you want to stay in?
I don't want to stay with somebody that just paint this picture of me being this woman that's just beating on him, just lying. Yeah, I lied about a pregnancy. I was wrong for that. But all the other you saying?
Yeah, but you're married now, and you either move forward or you don't, or you split up. And I don't see two happy people. Anthony, you came here and you took a lie detector test. We asked you, since being in a relationship with Milana, have you had sexual contact with any other woman? You answered yes, you confessed. Since being in a relationship with Milana, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? You answered yes, you confessed. Did you have sexual contact with another woman at your house during any time Milana was arrested? You answered yes, you confessed. On both occasions that Milana was arrested, a woman came to the house and had sexual contact and intercourse with him. Each time was a different woman. We then go on to ask you about physical abuse. Have you ever initiated any kind of physical assault on Milana, causing injury or bruising? You answered no. On the night in question, did you create scratches and bruises on your neck in order to blame Milana for your injuries? You answered no. Did you fabricate the story that Milana choked you out, causing scratches and bruising to your neck? You answered no. The result for those three questions came back the same, and it came back that Anthony told the truth. Okay, so Milana's here. She took a lie detector test, and we asked her, other than the one man, since being in a relationship with Anthony, have you had sexual contact with any other man? You answered no. Since being in a relationship with Anthony, have you had sexual intercourse with any other man? She answered no. The results came back the same, and it came back that Milana told the truth. We asked her, have you ever initiated any kind of physical assault on Anthony? She answered no. Have you ever caused an injury or bruising to Anthony? She answered no. On the night in question, did you choke Anthony, causing the marks or bruises that were found on his neck? She answered no. Results came back all the same, and it came back that Milana did not tell the truth. Which she basically admitted to.
I want counseling to fix what's broken.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Is this something you want to stay in?
I can't make that decision right now. It's something that I got to make on my own.
I
got to sit down at home.
You about to get your light-skinned self on this plane with your wife, and you about to go home to your wife and kids, and you gonna continue on with your marriage. That's what you gonna do. Let's just say that. You want your marriage. Tell them what you told. Okay, but tell them what you said in the. Excuse my language. Let me calm my nerves down. Let me calm down. Tell them what you told me in that room last night.
I said I want my marriage.
Regardless of the lie detector test, regardless of anything, you still want your marriage. Okay,
I want to try.
That's what he's asking you.
I do want to try, yes.
All right, well, why don't you, hold each other's hands and walk off the stage then?
I ain't about to hold his hand, but I'm going to walk out this door, and if he follow, he follow.
Highlight, your daughter told you that her father had sexually and physically abused her, right?
Yes.
What did she tell you?
Me and my daughter was riding in the car. She had not been wanting to go to his house for a while, you know, telling me she didn't want to go. We riding in the car, and she started crying, you know. I look back, tears dripping off her chin. I pull over, you know, because I'm like, what's wrong? You know, we on our way to her activity. Pull over. I pull her in my lap. She's breaking down, boo and crying. Snot, tears dripping. I get to asking her, you know, like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's going on? She like, well, you know, I don't want to go with my dad no more. I don't want to be around him. You know, he been putting pillows over my head, sticking fingers in my mouth. You know, at that point, I'm like, well, has he ever touched you? You know, he been touching you? I'm crying at this point, too. You know, we both crying, sitting in the car. She on my lap. She telling me that he been touching her. I asked, like, did you ever see his penis? She said that he done before, drowning her in a tub.
What does that mean?
Like, his excuse in court was he was teaching her how to swim.
In a bathtub?
In a bathtub.
What did she say he was doing?
He was pushing her head under the water. The pillow over her head, they was playing. You know, he did admit to putting the pillow over her head. They was playing. He would lock her in a room. If he was going downstairs to cook dinner or something, anything in the house, she would have to be in the room. He'd feed her in the morning. It'd be just oatmeal or something, you know, to where, you know, this is all she ate all day, and now y'all done made it home late. She fell asleep. Just a lot of things. It was so much stuff.
And you were shocked hearing this?
Shocked. I'm crying, too.
You had no inclination
no
that
idea.
this was
I'm thinking
going
he a good father. You know, he been here from pregnancy.
He was a good father.
In my eyes.
When you saw him?
Yes.
How concerned are you that he gets to see her again?
I'm concerned, definitely, with the fact that we going to court right now. Like, they're saying for 6 months it'll be supervised, and then he can ask the court for
right now, these visits
unsupervised.
are supervised, so
Right, but
you have to be concerned that after 6 months is
yes,
up.
I'm definitely concerned that, especially without knowing anything, he denies everything, and everything he has done, he has an excuse for. The pillow over the head, the burn.
How did she get burned? Like
he said that the iron was on the floor. My daughter told me that he held her leg and was like hovering the iron over her leg, acting like he was gonna burn her. And then he pressed the iron on her leg. She had a burn on her leg.
And how did he explain that?
Yeah, he said that they was playing, the iron was on the floor, but the burn is like diagonal on her shin. So it's like, I don't even, her story seems more believable.
And your daughter's telling you this?
My daughter is telling me this.
You're not making this up?
I'm not making this
up.
up.
You're not bitter? You're not trying to get back at him?
I'm not trying to get back with him. I don't got nothing to, I thought he was a good father. I would never try to remove him and by lying on him and saying these kind of things, you know, and it's so deep. It's like, why would I put that kind of image in my child's head?
Darshan has made comments about sexual abuse.
Since my daughter been born, he like, oh, you're so naive and gullible. Anybody could tell you anything when it comes to her. You could sexually abuse somebody and not leave marks or not leave anything.
He told you this?
He has said this multiple times.
When did he say this?
He has been saying my daughter has been getting sexually abused and I'm a bad mother from the time she's been alive. My daughter was 6 weeks old and she couldn't go anywhere because everybody is a sexual predator. He's protecting his daughter. She can't go with any relatives, any family.
Does that seem odd to you?
Very odd. It's been an argument all the time. I had my grandmother and family and relatives, so it's weird that, you know, she can't have that relationship with nobody.
The father to your daughter, Darshan.
Don't come out here smiling, first and foremost. Ain't funny. This ain't no joke. You never admit to nothing. You standing here smirking. I'm about to slap out of you. Like, I don't know why you acting like for real. Stop smiling. Stop smiling. This not funny. This is real life. We've been dealing with for 2 years. You sitting here smiling. Unball your hands. And you could answer the question, what you keep backing up for? Like, stop backing up.
We don't want you to hit him.
I'm not going to hit him. I'm not going to hit him, but I want him to stop. You see how this standing here laughing, giggling? This not funny. You accused of touching your own kid. You done touched, you been accused of touching her. You been accused of putting fingers in her mouth, and I know you done did weird. You done put your fingers in my mouth and I ain't like it. You done slapped me and I ain't like it, so I know you done did some weird ass. Putting pillows over her head, the burn, all that. Drowning her in the tub, you teaching her how to swim.
It's kind of odd, and it worries me that maybe there's some truth to the story because I don't believe she's making anything up, the way she tells the story, okay? Yeah. So I'm just going to ask you, did you ever hold a pillow over your daughter's head?
Yes, I did hold a pillow over my daughter's head.
I try to give everybody that comes on my stage leeway, and we all raise our kids different, okay? Yes. I never once held a pillow over either one of my children's faces. Never. Not even playing around, because it's dangerous, right?
Yes.
Did you ever, did you ever think, maybe I shouldn't be doing this?
Yeah, that's a fact. When stuff occurred, you do feel like, okay, maybe
especially if she's saying I can't breathe.
Yeah, true that. But it wasn't to the point like that, but yeah.
Why did you make comments about molestation never leaving physical evidence?
Just life, period. You got to know what you go through, stuff in life, see things in life. So I'm just trying to teach her or show her, explain to her.
You're
like
telling
it don't
her,
matter.
Hey, our daughter could be molested.
Yeah, anything can happen in life. You know what I mean?
Why are we so worried about that?
Now, everybody should be worried about it. I got a kid. All y'all out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all take steps, but I don't know if I ever told my wife. Now, remember, honey, she could be molested and there's no physical evidence.
This is every day.
Do you lock her in a room by herself at your house?
If I go to cook and she don't want to come downstairs, I do.
You lock her in the room?
I do.
Why? Okay. Why do you do that?
And like I said, where I stay, it's a few people that live where I live. You know what I mean?
You have other people live with you?
Yes. So I'm making sure she...
It was 2 other people.
You know what I mean?
And you lock her in her room, so she couldn't get out?
If she got to go to the bathroom?
I don't hear a lot of parents locking their children in rooms, okay?
Man.
I think that's an odd thing. And you as dad say, well, if I'm uncomfortable with these other people in the house, you have to come down with me while I cook. You're going to sit here and watch TV or read a book or do something. Did you burn your daughter on purpose?
I didn't.
With the iron?
No.
Why would she say that you did it on purpose?
Held her leg down.
I don't know.
It's a lot. Hovered it over her leg.
How did she get burned with the iron?
In the morning, I iron her clothes on the bed. I don't have an ironing board. You know what I mean? So I iron them on the bed. She sleep in the bed. I iron. I put the iron on the ground. When I'm done, my daughter get up. It was a couple situations with the iron, but...
It's a couple situations where something always happen. A scratch, the iron,
listen, but no,
a bruise.
It's not going to look like I'm telling... It's not going to go in my favor.
So
but
she did get burned with the iron?
She did get burned with the iron. I put the iron down on the side of the bed. It's a mirror right here in front of me.
Do you use pressure points on your daughter?
Yes, that's what occurred when she slid down.
Why in the world? Okay.
Little girl.
Again, I'm trying to give you the benefit of doubts on things, but see, a lot of stuff that you're doing as a dad, if you did one thing, I'd say, okay, every dad does something stupid, but these are a lot of stupid things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? So I was a policeman, and I was trained in the police academy to use pressure points to inflict pain on people so I could put my handcuffs on them, to restrain them, to get them off somebody. I would use pressure points. Pressure points are designed to maximize pain. Why are you doing that with your daughter?
It wasn't a pressure point like that. My daughter in the mirror, she dancing or whatever in the mirror. I'm laughing, admiring her, like she playing or laughing, and I'm just like, look at this, look at her, look at this dude. And I, how you tickle, not pressure point, but like tickle.
So you're not pressure pointing, you're tickling.
Right, and she go limp like,
oh. Do you think she's making this up?
That's what you said in court.
I honestly don't know. I do feel she is making this up because I went for joint custody and then all of this started
I never knew he went for joint custody.
But you think, here's the deal. If she's not making this up, then your daughter must be making it up. What would believe what you say? Why would your daughter make it up?
I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be, like I said, I'm trying to protect her. It could be someone else in one of our families that's scaring her. But why would you? She could be
how
using
could that
me.
be? You never let her alone with anybody.
She with me and him. She with me and him. It's us. For 7 years, us.
Before I read your results, is there anything you want to share?
I would never. No, I'm cool.
You do understand you're a little strange, right? I'm not saying that in a funny way. You're a strange guy.
Yeah,
that's weird as
Hyla, you came here and took a lie detector
Yes,
test.
I did.
Did you coach your daughter to say her father abused her in any way? She answered no.
Mm-hmm.
Did you coach your daughter to say her father sexually molested her? You answered no. Are you fabricating any of the allegations against Darshan? You answered no. Your results came back all the same, and it came back that Hyla told the truth.
I've been telling you for 3 years.
Just
stay on the floor. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to be on that.
Get on the floor. I've been lying. Why would I lie about the only person that been helping me, my kid, that I depend on, that I trust, that I love to help me, and you talking about I lied?
Darshan came here and took a lie detector.
And get on the floor. You took a lie detector and step on the rug. I'm not gonna touch him.
We asked him, have you ever physically abused your daughter, leaving a mark or a bruise? He answered no. He told the truth.
I respect that. I respect that.
Have you ever locked your daughter in a room and left the house? He said no. He did not tell the truth.
Come on, don't even do that. Let me just get one lick. One lick. Let me slap the out of him, because why would you lie?
Have you ever withheld food from your daughter? You answered no. You did not tell the truth.
Please let me get my lick. Come on, you big as hell. I can't even give it around.
Did you purposely burn your daughter?
Darshan.
Come on, man.
I swear to God.
Did you purposely burn your daughter with an iron in June of 2022?
Come on.
He answered no. He did not tell the truth.
Come on.
Did you hold a hot iron to your daughter's leg in June of 22?
Come on.
You answered no. You did not tell the truth. Did you cover your daughter's face with a pillow while you sexually abused her?
Come on. Come on.
You answered no. You did not tell the truth.
Come on, y'all. This is too much. Y'all want me to stay here. Y'all want me to stay? Darshan, this is an act and I passed my...
Why am I doing an act? You or call my show because your daughter, your daughter's an act. Your daughter's an act. Your daughter's an act. Is your daughter an act? Is your daughter an act?
My daughter not an act.
No, the only act here is you pretending to be a good dad. I hope you play a good act when you're in prison. Get the off my stage. I want to say, like in this story here, right? He's saying, oh, this is an act, right? We didn't force him to say those things. He's saying he locks her in a house. He takes a key and he locks a door where a child can't get out of a room. He doesn't feed her. She got burned with an iron. Was that an act? I mean, the burn wound is not an act.
I was sending my baby back over here when she didn't want to go. I was over here, my baby like, oh, I don't want to go because he be yelling at me for certain things. I'm still sending you over here. And then you telling her, like, I'm not going to believe her. All this time, you really was out here violating my kid. And then I got to go home and really, live with this and deal every day.
No, but you didn't, listen, you didn't do anything wrong, and you did the right thing. But now you got a little more behind you. I hope that the courts reopen this case, and I hope that sick goes to prison. When Jenna met Joshua, she thought she finally found a man who would love her and her 8 kids. But those feelings have changed, and cheating accusations have made everything even worse. You see, when Joshua was in prison, Jenna stood by his side, and just 8 days after he was released, she gave birth to their youngest son. But now he doubts he's the father of not just their newborn, but his other son with her as well. He's questioning a lot of things, but whether the 2 boys are his.
It pisses me off, but not only that, it hurts because I know for a fact they're his. I've never been with nobody. He's the one that's always out. He stays gone. He's the one that's doing what he does. We've been together 2 years. I've never slept with nobody, never been with nobody else. He's the one that slept with people our whole relationship, constantly, staying out, being out with girls. And I didn't find that out until I finally went through his phone and found out that he had been cheating our whole relationship. And it kept going. I would forgive him. He would come back.
Why would you forgive him? Why? I mean, because you have children from previous relationships.
Yes, I was
right?
actually 6 months pregnant when we got together. He's who was at the hospital with me when I had them.
That wasn't his job.
No, I was 6 months pregnant when we met, and he was the one that was there. I have 6 other ones, and their father's not there at all.
You're young for having 8 kids. Where would you find the time to cheat?
I don't.
I'm saying, like, if you have 8 kids.
And I'm the only one that works. I work 10-hour days.
Work?
I work 10-hour days.
Does he work?
No.
Why not? Okay, let me ask you this. This is a question I have to ask.
I support him.
Yes. So my question to you is, here you are, a mother with 8 children, right? You're working. You're doing everything. Why pick a guy that comes into your life that cheats on you constantly and doesn't work?
He's an amazing man, but when he's around his family, his so-called friends, that's when he changes. Stupid stuff. Like,
does he think that you cheat on him?
He could say it, but like when we fight, he'll call me a whore. Oh, you're the whore. You need to go find somebody.
Why are you a whore?
Cause obviously he thinks I'm doing something, because you don't call somebody a whore if you think that they're not out doing something. And talking about he's not been with no girls, I found a photo in his phone that the girl sent him in my truck. So how are you not with girls, but a girl sending me a photo of you two?
The girl sent it to you.
She sent it, yeah, and then she sent it to his phone, and I found it in his phone in his Snapchat.
You haven't told me one thing that this guy brings to the table. And you got his name tattooed on your head.
Yeah, I do.
Where? Wow. Why'd you do that? I mean, look at my wife over there, right? We've been together 26 years. She's given me... She's given me 2 beautiful children. She's rode with me through the hard times, the good times, everything. I wouldn't be sitting here in this chair. My show wouldn't be a success if she's not standing over there. But there's no way in hell I'm tattooing her name on my face. And she's not out running the streets. We're home every night watching Netflix or Amazon. Like, we're 2 old fuddy-duddies, you know? We know we're each other's all the time. If anybody would tattoo each other's names on the face, because we both bring a lot to the table, it'd be us. This guy doesn't bring anything to the table.
Well, I wanted it where everybody could see it. That's why I got it there.
Okay.
But...
what if he felt, like he's here today.
Yeah.
And he took a lot, well, DNA test, whether 2 kids are, but I'm not worried about that, because you say you...
I know there is.
Right. But what if he fails for cheating?
I can't keep letting him cheat. Because if I keep letting him cheat, keep taking him back, he's going to continue to do it. He's never going to change.
If you don't put your foot down,
oh, I know.
There's no incentive to change.
I know.
Okay? If there's no consequences, nobody's behavior gets modified.
No.
Okay. Let's meet Joshua.
Babe, you know I love you.
If you love me, you wouldn't do the stuff you do.
But I'm not doing it no more.
You are. Why are you deleting messages? Why are you out? And you wasn't with a family member when you were out for 3 days.
I was with Dad.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I was.
The messages
and I
proved that you
listen,
was.
I delete messages because you know I used to delete everything in my inbox.
But
I don't do that no
do
more.
it now.
But I don't. It's a habit because I'm so used to deleting
them. Well, the habit should go away.
When's the last time you cheated?
Before I went to jail.
Before you, and
yes.
how long you been out?
The day you went to jail?
I've been out a month.
Been out a month.
A little over a month.
The day you went to jail?
It wasn't the day I went to jail.
The only person that's come visiting you,
Me.
put in 20 bucks on your commissary, bring you some nice things. So here she's doing all that for you.
Every
juggling
week.
a job, juggling kids, and then, you know, you don't work. Why don't you work?
Honestly, there's no answer to that.
The
I couldn't.
streets and your
I mean,
friends.
that's what I said. The streets. I was in the streets.
You know, she talked about
and it wasn't like I wasn't making
Application
money.
did.
I was making money. It just wasn't with a legal job.
Yeah, but you being out is
you
more
want to
important.
stay out of jail,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so don't think you're above any job,
Oh,
right?
I know,
If you
I know.
have to shove, you shove. You know what I mean? Okay. But you haven't cheated since you've been out of prison, right?
No, sir.
And
I've never cheated.
Do you think she cheats on you?
No, sir, I don't. Honestly.
Even the 7 months you were away?
I mean, she might have, but I ain't never found no evidence of it.
Right,
Definitely
so
didn't.
she doesn't do anything to make you feel...
It's pretty much me just putting me on her.
What if these kids aren't yours?
It's gonna hurt.
They definitely yours. I ain't never cheated. I ain't want nobody else
How old
but
are your
you.
2 kids with him?
1 and one's 1 month.
Oh, 1 month. This is the 1-year-old. The older one.
Yes, sir.
Definitely yours.
You came here and took a DNA test? This little guy. And Joshua, the results of your DNA test is that you
are the father,
of John's 1-year-old. Wouldn't it be crazy if he came out and had a neck tat, right? like if he's born that way?
Yeah.
That'd have been crazy. This is for the 1-month-old, and Joshua, the results of the DNA test for your Jenna's 1-month-old son
You are the father.
is that you are the father.
Sorry.
I already knew they were yours. I ain't cheated.
I'm making a big mess over here. Jenna, okay, you came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked you, since being in a relationship with Joshua, have you had any sexual physical contact with any other men? You answered no. Since being in a relationship with Joshua, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Jenna told the truth.
I ain't never cheated on you.
Kids are yours. She's faithful. She's tattooing his name on her head. She's supporting you. You hit the jackpot.
I know, man, I know. Like you said, I was bumming it. That's what it was.
Change it. Change it, man. Turn it around. Josh took a lie detector test. Since coming home from prison, have you had sexual physical contact with any other woman? He answered yes. Since coming home from prison, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? He answered yes. Were you with a woman on the days you weren't coming home when you said you were with a family member? He answered yes.
I'm sorry.
No,
At least I am. Or I wouldn't have admitted to it. I would have lied.
You're not sorry. You wouldn't keep doing it.
I'm not still doing it.
You just admitted to it. Talking about you ain't still doing it.
I'm not.
You just admitted to it.
That's okay. Yes, but since I ain't cheated on you since then though. I'm done. I've quit.
You've been saying that 2 years.
But I have though.
Every time.
But I'm not living the same.
I'm
not living the same way I was living.
You're not because I don't let you take the truck.
It doesn't matter. You think I need your truck to go do something?
Listen, and I'm not trying to break you up, but do you see anything that would make this behavior change?
No, obviously not.
And you're 31 years old, man. When you look back on your life and say, what did I do with my life? You're going to look back and you're going to say, nothing. I did nothing. And with that, you can get the hell off my stage. You on the other hand say, hey, I raised 8 children. I'm a good mom. I worked. I supported. I stood on my own 2 feet. I didn't even have a man help me because no men help you. So I don't know if you've ever seen the show before. You know what we're going to do now, right? What are we doing now?
Pick a door.
Pick a door. But it's true. You go out that door and you go be with Joshua and you let him keep running the streets and sleeping with whoever he sleeps with. Or you say, I've had enough, and I'm young enough that I could start all over and either be by myself and raise my kids or find somebody that looks at me and says, what a great catch, I'm only going to be hers. That's it. So you pick the door. You go out that door, you're by yourself. You go out that door, you're with Joshua. And show's over. It's your life. Nobody's good, you know, you can do what you want.
I'm gonna have to pick him.
I'm sorry.
How you saying sorry?
I'll change. I will. This is it. Promise. I swear. Just let me prove it to you.
You start doing it again, you're gone.
I will prove it this time.
I'm not playing.
I'm so serious. I will prove it. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. You hear me? You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Even though you got makeup on.
Yes, this necklace right here, it has me and my sister on there. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago when we took that picture. And I've been having this necklace probably ever since she came up missing. I miss our talks. I was gonna wait, but she was probably the first person to know my sexuality before really anybody. My sister was very, very supportive of my sexuality. She was not the type of person that was gonna judge. Like I said, she had my back. Aisha was like a humble person. She didn't like drama. She stayed to herself. She loved her cats and her dogs. She loved her animals. She loved just being her. If she wasn't her, then it was a problem. When Aisha danced, the room lit up. It was Aisha's world. When she was dancing, she had the floor. It was nobody else's. It was her floor when she was dancing. When Aisha came up missing, it took a toll not only on the family, but it took a toll on moms. Like, it took a real bad toll on her. A very, very bad toll on her. And it was nobody but the grace of God that got us through where we're at today. Shaquilla has been giving us the runaround for years. She made a post, she had said that she took a lot of the tests, but then you didn't take a lot of the tests, so I'm confused. The reason why I think Shaquilla had something to do with my sister's disappearance, or either know something, or know somebody that has something to do with her disappearance, is because for years, like I said, she's been giving us the runaround. It's always been, okay, well, I'm gonna go do this. You never do it. Or either I'm gonna go take a lot of the tests. You never do it. Let me just say this. I'm gonna be clear. If I took somebody somewhere and I didn't bring them home, I need for my family to send me straight to jail. Facts. Shaquilla, this is what I need you to know. I honestly need for you to pass this test because my mind has not been set right. My mind has really been all over the place. But if you don't pass this test, it's going to be a problem. A very big problem.
Jaquez, what happened on November 4th?
We get over there. I was the first person that got out the car. I was the first person that went up the stairs. I was the first person to know that her door was cracked open. So I eased on in there. And her house was ramshacked. But it looked staged. And when I say staged, because none of her personal belongings was took.
So you think somebody staged it?
So I feel like they were staged. Okay, 5 minutes later, Shaquilla pulled up. Her and a family member had pulled up. When she got up the stairs, her mother was telling her what was going on. The first thing she gets to doing is, my baby, oh, my baby gone. I mean, we ain't even crying yet, but you already crying. Shaquilla goes on live and she says, well, we need some help. Okay, so she was asking for help to go to Strong. I have some family that's in Strong, Arkansas. That's not too far from El Dorado. That's like about 25, 34, minutes away from El Dorado, Arkansas. That's just the country. And she goes on there, I need y'all to come out and help me look for this baby. Bring this baby home. EPD not doing anything. Come bring this baby home. We good. Like, at this point, we still not thinking too much of it.
your uncle and Aunt, what's her name, Shaquilla? Mm-hmm. They were the last ones to see her.
Right.
And they said they dropped her off at her apartment?
And it was 2 different stories with that. We decided to go down to Strong because now it's rumors that my sister's body is in a shallow grave in a wooded area. When we get there, a detective pulled up. So when he gets there, we good. You know, we finna head to do the search. It's only like a handful of people. So before we can even get into the woods, hear me out. Here's where the story gets crazy. Right here, we hear a voice say, "Help me." Okay. So.
Did it sound like your sister?
In a way. So now our emotions is all over the place. So the detective is trying to get us to calm down. So he finally got us to shut up. He said, well, say it again. And so he said it again. He said, help me. He said it 3 times. So now he done took off into the woods. He done took off into the woods trying to find where this help me is coming from. Okay, so it's a big old search party now. They got the 4-wheelers back out. We got the side-by-sides. Got everybody is back out trying to help. Mind you, we're in Strong, Arkansas. So when Shaquilla and Thugman pulled up, they go, and Shaquilla, oh, they ain't heard nothing. They ain't heard nothing. They just on crack. They ain't heard nothing. He's slow. She's slow. They ain't heard nothing. I know for a fact she's not here. Wait a minute.
But they didn't find anything in those woods.
They didn't find anything. They didn't find anything.
So even though you heard something, you don't really know what it was.
And let me just say this. They had, by this time, we're into it. 2 suspects already. They had one that went to jail, and then they was trying to get the other one, you know, but they was both consistent. Like they put one of them in jail, but they didn't have a body or evidence, so they had to let you go.
Right.
So, and the other person, he was up there every other day. Okay, so let's go on back to Thugman and Shaquilla.
So they did have 2 suspects, but was your uncle and Shaquilla suspects also?
If that was the last person that seen her, they were supposed to be the first people that was supposed to be looked at.
Did Shaquilla skip town?
In the middle of the investigation, they moved to Little Rock, Arkansas. That's 2 hours away.
And then did something happen during a phone call with your uncle?
So I ended up calling him. He was on his way back to El Dorado. I ended up calling him. And I said, hey. He said, what's up, nephew? And I said, I need you to do something for me. I need you to do something for me. If you say you love me the way you say you love me, I need you to do something for me. He said, well, anything for you, nephew. Anything, I got your back. Anything for you, nephew. I said, okay, bet. So I ended up saying, okay, well, you promise you're not going to get mad? I'm not going to get mad. Come on, nephew. I got your back. What's going on? Talk to me. I said, well, I need you to go clear your name. He said, clear my name. I said, yeah, I need you to go clear your name. I need you to go get it out of the test. Because at this point, at my school, I'm getting bullied, and it's not even that I'm being bullied, but people are coming up to me and telling me that you killed my sister. They're coming up to me telling me that you killed my sister. You hanging out with somebody that killed your sister. This and that. You're weird. And so it became a problem in my personal life. So like, okay, now I need you to go clear your name. Show these people that you didn't do that. He went off immediately after I said that. He went straight off. I ain't going, all right, and I'm going to get it out of the test. And I'm going to get it out of the test. Don't ask for nothing other than this and that. I said, okay.
I thought he just had your back, and I'll do anything for you.
I thought you just, that's what I'm thinking, okay. But I didn't.
So did he take one?
The next morning, we waited. You still didn't take one.
What about Shaquilla?
And you didn't take one either. But you got on Facebook a week after. And because, like I said, we had been poking each other on Facebook. So you got on Facebook a week after, probably 2 weeks after. And y'all want to make all that noise. What y'all don't know is we went and took a lot of tests and passed it. Girl, if I didn't call the detective, I said, so did they come up here? And he said out of his own mouth, no, they did not. That's false allegations. I said, okay, so you're lying. Why would you lie about something so serious as that to me? You either know something, you did something, or you had something to do with it.
You think your uncle was involved?
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
What I'm not going to do is make it seem like I'm a monster.
I just got one
when
question.
You know how much I cared about Aisha and how much I cared about you. You had your time to talk. I'm talking now because I'm tired. So why no, we're not doing that. So what you're not gonna do is make it seem like I wasn't there for you, nor Aisha.
No, but you wasn't.
But what you're not gonna do is also make it seem like
you wasn't.
Get your hand out my...
Come on. But I'm trying to ask you a question though.
Okay. Enough of that.
Because no.
This is what you've been wrong, bro. Did you have something to do with my sister's disappearance?
Hell no.
Yes, you did,
no,
though.
I didn't.
Why did it take you so long? Why did it take you so long?
Why did it take y'all so long to come help search?
Right?
You act like y'all was out there searching, and you was not, Jacquez. You were not, stupid.
Listen, I'm just going to have you walk off the stage for a minute. What happened on November 4th?
November 4th. November 3rd, to be exact, we first went to Houston to move some stuff out of my old apartment because I was getting ready to move back to Arkansas. We put the stuff in the storage and we came back to Arkansas. Dropped her off at home. I walked her in, me and Thugger Man, and I gave her some decoration and stuff.
Just so I'm clear, you and the guy that you were with, the guy that he claims is, says uncle, very influential person in his life, you dropped her off at her apartment, she was fine.
At her Jimmy Gold building, because it's not an apartment.
Okay, so you were the last two to see her alive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You ever hear from her again?
No, sir.
Never, no text, no phone call, no nothing.
Sir.
What do you think happened?
I have the slightest idea.
Okay.
But I'm here today to figure it out and to clear my name because what nobody knows is I care about that child. I care about him.
Okay.
I know that's hard on him. Like.
So you didn't have anything to do with her disappearance?
No.
What about
I wasn't there.
What about the guy you were with?
The guy I was with, at that time, we dropped her off. Now, if he doubled back, I can't speak for that. You feel what I'm saying? But to my knowledge,
do you think that he did?
Due to some other stuff that has come out after that we can't speak about right now, I wouldn't put it past him.
And you're no longer with him?
No.
Why are you not with him anymore?
I'm not with him because of a situation that went on.
Okay. So now you're not with him. He at one point tells Jacquez, hey, we took lie detector tests. That was a lie.
No, he told him that, but I don't know. The police told us that we didn't need to take one because we were not suspects. We were never been classified.
Were you ever a suspect?
No, sir.
Still not?
Still not.
Have you ever told the police about maybe your suspicions about him?
I told the police what I knew at that time. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't get where he's saying that we're a suspect at, or where did he get that information from when they told us that her DNA was found in the trunk of a car of her ex-boyfriend that he had access to. It's the Minions and Blues Clues out here trying to put us in it.
So you have no idea what happened to her?
No.
Okay. How long were you with the uncle?
I was with him 9 years total.
And how many kids?
I only have one child with him.
What did you find out about your ex since this?
My ex, I can't speak about that.
You can't?
But yes, it was an accusation. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think happened?
I think one of her boyfriends done it.
You think what?
One of the boyfriends done it. The one that the police said her DNA was found in the trunk. Like,
but then they released him because there's no body.
Only because there was no body.
Right.
So they gave him a bond. It's not like the guy is able to, like, if they find something.
But you wouldn't be shocked if your ex was involved.
No, I wouldn't. Come on now, Jacquez, quit playing with me.
That's a favorite little thing to do. Let's cut up, show a little temperature.
Shoot, and I can see if the police said, hey, you're a suspect, we need you to come take a lie detector test. When I called the tech, he said there was no need for you to take one. So don't do that. So don't try to make me out to be like, I just didn't want to go take no lie detector test.
So why would you go on Facebook and say that you took a lie detector test?
I never said that.
Okay, bro. Can we get the lie detector test? Cause
Please do.
Come on,
Please do. Please do.
We asked you, were you involved in the disappearance of Aisha Jackson? You answered no. You told the truth. Do you know for sure who was involved in the disappearance of Aisha Jackson? You answered no, and you did not tell the truth.
I did not. They have a video out of my ex, like the people are at the mayor's office talking to the mayor saying that he admitted that he SA'd her. But
What's
it was
SA?
Sexually assaulted.
Okay.
But it was never like it was never ever said to me. Like it's just something that I found out recently. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if he did it.
Well, it sounds like you know more than you're willing to let on.
I know the person unless it's your uncle. I'm just now finding this out.
Okay.
It's not like I hid it though.
Maybe you know. I would hope, like I said, when you go back, you go honest.
I have a past with drugs and I'm clean now, but that's probably why I wasn't able to know back then. But I know I don't know anything about this child.
Well, I hope you help the police. With you can get off my stage. So hopefully this could be a road that leads to somewhere. I'm not sure, but hopefully it is. But I certainly hope that a day will come that your family has peace and that you know one way or another what happened to your sister. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.